Hello, everybody. This is Carol from Friendly Quail. It's Try Something New Tuesday, and it's near the end of the day, but I've been working on it and I've been figuring out how to do it so that I could show you. And I'm having a blast. My hands show you the truth. Look at all that ink on my fingers and everything. I'll have to do dishes tonight to clean it up. My husband's fine with that. Anyway, this is what we're going to do today. These are something I saw on Mimi's Craft Shop. She called it a tutorial vintage altered popsicle sticks. Now, she called these jumbo popsicle sticks. I guess I kind of call them tongue depressors. Maybe that's what I remember from when I was little, and then the doctors would say, they'd stick one of those on your tongue. So I don't know if you want to call them jumbo popsicle sticks or tongue depressors or whatever, but that's what we're going to use today. And I did try a couple of them before I came on, and what you end up doing is sticking this in a pocket, and it sticks up above something else you have in the pocket. So I can show you some of that. Let's see. I could show you right now before we even start making them. I'm just thinking, okay, here's one of my journals that's for sale in my Etsy shop. And what if you took something like this and stuck it in here? Isn't that cute? I mean, it's nice without it. It's even cuter with it. In fact, I'm going to leave that one in there, I think. It'll be part of the journal. But I will put it back in a little later because I want to talk to you about it a little bit. And then I have a Christmas journal that is mine, and I marked a page to say, okay, we could put, this just has this in it. I could put something like this. In with that, oops, did I bump it? Nope, I have to push it up a little bit. This could be in with this tag here, and isn't that cute? I just think they're adorable. And it's like a snippet, but it's on a stick. Snippet on a stick. Okay, here's another one. I have this. What if we do something like this next to it? That just makes it so much cuter. I mean, this is cute. I love the little package. But then if I put this in, it just adds so much. So I love these. And so we'll look at these again later. I'm going to put that back in. I think I'm going to at least leave one of those in here. We'll see. But I've been having so much fun. I have been working on this all day. I was going to clean today. Oh, that didn't happen. Oh, well, there's always tomorrow. Well, tomorrow my husband has his second eye surgery, his cataract surgery, and he has glaucoma, so he's really worried because they put, ooh, that didn't sound good. They put something in his eye that's supposed to help with his glaucoma, and it's not working. In fact, his pressure got worse. So he's not very happy with that. So anyway, when you take these, this is a one of the sticks with nothing on it to get them a little darker. And this is how I got my fingers all messy. I used walnut stain distress ink. And I tried it several ways. I found that it worked better to put the stain on before I added the stamping. This just got on there because I had it laying on top of a stamp. That's okay. So you can make it you could use a different color. You could make it lighter, darker, whatever. And then to finish preparing the sticks, you take this is what I used on these. This is, I think it's a Tim Holtz stamp. And I'm going to try some music on it, on these. So let's see what happens. I'm going to get some ink on here. This is a new stamp. I haven't even used it before. I've had it since last year, but I haven't used it at all. It always seems to take a while to get on, especially a new one. Okay, and maybe I'll just put them next to each other. I found that the sticks can be a little it's not working like, you know, like I thought it would, but the sticks can be a little warped. They're not like if you almost have to roll it to get the whole thing. So let's see, I'm getting it on my table too. But it's getting on the stick. Part of that'll be covered up anyway. Can also try putting it on in this direction. But you get the idea. You put something on it that could be for just interest. I'm looking for, I smudge stuff all over the place. I'm looking for a wipe, which aren't where they normally are. I got this one, this kind here that I was using for something else. I'll use that because I want to get that cleaned up. Okay. Now I will link her her video below, and she said her mom tried something and told her about it, and she decided to try it. And so I watched hers, and then I started fooling around, and then I watched it again. So when I made these, I didn't use real big pieces in the background because I have this big basket full of smaller pieces that I use for snippets, and I think they turned out fine. This is what they look like from the back because you glue it on. And I think it's okay with the smaller pieces. But then I started experimenting, and that's why I wanted to leave these out. See, these are all individual small pieces of fabric. When I went back and looked at hers again, she was using like a bigger piece of fabric. So I'll give you an example. This kind of stuff. This is burlap or big pieces of lace. I also have this on some of them that I'm going to be doing. So what you do is you layer it up. So here we have some of the burlap. I have some of this lace like this. Then I have some lace that was kind of a gathered lace right here. And I just cut the gathering off. And then what I think really makes it is I added some eyelash trim. And you staple it together. I keep getting these threads all over. You staple it together. You have to get your staple open like this and get it in there. And sometimes I stapled more than once. So, you know, they're going to hold it together. I just made sure that however I decided I was going to do this, the staple would be covered up. Okay. So these little pictures, this group right here, is I resized them. They're from a digital, and I printed them on heavier cardstock, and they're from Arteo. It's I will put a link to his Etsy shop. I believe it's pronounced Arteo because I think his name is Matteo, and I'm guessing that he put art and his name together. But anyway, I took those and I had them printed on cardstock, and I just cut them apart and cut off any white in between. Put it in my little bin here. My little basket from my friend Nancy. Thank you, Nancy. Love you. Miss you. She's up in Wisconsin. One of my good buddies. And I know she watches a lot, so I'll thank her. She made this cute little thing, and she even put jump, guess what I see? See Dick and Jane, she spot run. You know, it's like it was fabric from that series. So once you get it like this, then I cut rounded corners. And I just used a small, I think I maybe used a medium on some of the Christmas ones. So I would just round the corners. Now you can use any pictures you want. You don't want them real wimpy, so if you pull them from a magazine or something, I would back them. Oops, gotta get that in the right spot. That didn't cut very good. But I really like about this size. I think even a stamp size would work. He gave me some, when I ordered, he gave me a free gift, and it was Renoir stamps, and I haven't perforated them yet to pull them apart like he shows. And so I didn't want to use them, but these are good. And then notice the difference. I did my staining on the edges. And I did it on the front and the back because I didn't know if any of it would stick over. It depends on, you know, where you, how far you put it over, because you can place these anywhere on your snippet that you want. So I thought, well, I'll do it front and back. Just takes a couple seconds extra to do it on both. This is called Ladies and Gentlemen, this kit. So, I don't know what I got on there. Looks like something. Okay, anyway, I will put these aside now. And when you're going to do your stick, you take one of your prepared sticks. Mimi uses hot glue, hot melt. I'm using my Fabri-Tac. And I kind of decide, like, where, let's see. I don't know which one I had on there to start with. I decide, how do I want this to show up on here? Do I want it like this? Do I want it like this? You know, how do I want it? I think I had someone like her on it. Nope, not her. I took it off and I lost her. This one maybe. I don't know. They're all cute. I had a wedding one on there because that just reminded me of wedding. That's what I had on there. So you figure out how you want to put this on here. So I think I'm going to want it like this. So then I'm going to put that down, and you make sure you've got it kind of in the middle of your stick. Now some of this is a little loose hanging here, but when I add the picture, it's going to glue that down. So now I'll do that. I'm also using Fabri-Tac. And put enough on there that it will help glue down anything underneath. And put that on. And then, even though it looks okay, like it is, I think a little bling is always good. And she used bling on hers. Should probably be using something like this to hold it. And I'm going to put that right on kind of the edge of the picture here. There. And then that one's done. Now you have to let them dry before you put them in the book, because this will move yet. So let them dry really well before you start putting. Oh, I could have put this up a little higher and had a little bit longer stick as well, but I didn't. Okay, now let's try another one. I did take a couple of things and staple them together. This one's not. I'm going to show you the whole step. I use this for underneath the burlap, then a piece of lace, and I let some of the burlap stick out. This one, I just use some a piece of the eyelash. And then I'll save my threads, and this is the thread that I like the most for doing most of my grungy things. It's got various colors in that are all kind of grungy, and you can put that on. Now I can staple it to help hold it together while I glue. And maybe I'll do another one. Okay. I'm thinking that it's going to be something like this. I'm going to put her on. Maybe a little straighter. Maybe a little over to the left. Put glue on here. I'm putting her a little bit to the left. Oh, I didn't glue it on the stick yet. Okay. And I'm going to put this little flower on it. Let's cut off a trim. Dropped it. Put that on right here. That's why I put her a little bit to the left so that I could put that on. Okay. I did get a little glue on her right here. Okay. And there's another one. All right. Now I am also doing some Christmas ones, and I will put a link to where I got my digitals for that. I buy digitals for things like this that I really like, and I can't find pictures like that a lot. And I buy digitals for tags. And this is a Christmas digital that I got from Twistedpaperstudio, and I printed it on some photo paper. So I kind of stapled this together already because it would go faster. So I'm going to put it on the stick. And I'm thinking, okay, all right, and throw that back up there so it can stick out the top. I'm going to put this on. Now, I have already started my try something new, my idea for next week, Tuesday, because it takes me so long to get ready for this. I didn't think it would, but it does, because I want to try things. And I'm going to put this down here. And so I'm already starting my idea for next week, as well as this one. I'm going to try to get ahead a little bit and get it taped so I can post it earlier on Tuesday instead of waiting till Tuesday night. Oh, I like that too. All right, I got another Christmas one, and I have this tag that says my best wishes to you on Christmas Day. Maybe I'll put a music one for that, for the Christmas one. And I'm going to put this on, I think, like this. Like that. Okay. Get that on there. Make sure it's kind of in the middle. All right. And I gotta tell you, these are really fun to do. Like, I like doing snippets, and this is sort of like doing a snippet. But it's on a stick. On a stick. I think I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here and grab these ends here and put them onto that. Okay. And then I have this blue crystal that I'm going to put on. I got all of this stuff at yard sales and things. So it's not something I would have bought, but it came with some other things, and it's like, okay, I can use it for this. I got a little bit on there off my hand. I'll have to wipe it off with acetone, I think. Now this seems like it's up in the air a little bit too much, so I'm going to put a little blob of glue in there. Especially with the yarns. Okay, there's another one. So once you kind of get the idea of what you're doing, it does go pretty fast. You can do it like an assembly line. You can get your things ready. Like, I took things for this one and I have them stapled together, and then I did add this on top of it, which I decided to do after I stapled it. No problem. When I put the girl on, it is going to hold that down. And on this one, I have a little feather. I'm actually going to glue it on the back of this before I glue it down, so that it kind of looks like it might be coming out of her hat. I'm sure it's a parakeet feather. Another thing I got at a yard sale. Okay, and then I'm going to put glue on here so I can get it onto. Oh, I could have put that on the stick first. There. I'm going to tilt it like that. Get myself a stick. Like I said, I could have put that on first. I kind of like knowing which direction or how I want to put the picture on before I make a final decision. And I'm going to use a little bling. This bling I got at the dollar store. Comes on a roll. A big thing for $1 now, it's $1.25. It's from Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to put that on her picture. And there's another one. I think I have 1 or 2 more I could do. This one I had kind of pulled some things out for, and the last one I'll do from scratch. Okay, so I use some yarn. This is yarn, and this is the burlap, and some lace, and some black eyelash. And I'm going to put it on, he's going to be on here. Okay, I'm going to put it on like that. Okay. Ooh, it's leaving strings. Alright, this eyelash yarn has really long eyelashes. I love it. Okay, get him on here. Okay, and then I thought I would put a little bling on. I'm just going to put a little glue on here so I can dip these. Oh, that one won't work. I need a bigger one. Sorry about that. I hope I'm on camera for this. Yep. I have some of these kind of crystals. Dip that one there. Put one up here. And I got one more. Dip it in the glue. Put it down here. There we go. Look at that fine gentleman. Very Victorian looking. Okay, I have another Christmas one. And let's see. I've got a piece of burlap I could put on. I have some yarn. This is cheesecloth. I had cut a piece of this too. This is what came, it was ribbon on a, came on on her stick, kind of. I mean, on a roll. Also from the dollar store, I think. Nope, I don't like that. I guess I need that one on top. And I'll be putting this Christmas one on. But I need something else. I need some eyelash. Maybe this is a little too big, too. I'm going to snip a little bit of it off. And I think I'm going to round these. I'm going to do it with medium. This is a more neutral. And I've got enough to make 2 more. This one I can put on a music stick. Okay, let's get some eyelash trim on that. I'm liking the way that looks. I have some other colors of eyelash I probably should get out. But I wanted to get it going here. You can always cut this shorter if it sticks out too far. And I'm going to staple this together. I might have missed an eyelash piece, but I think it'll be okay. Kind of like that, I think. Some of these are a little too long, and I think this is a little too long sticking out here. This extra burlap, so I'll just cut a little bit of that off. Okay. And I'll glue that on. Whew. And what would go good on that? Probably some gold. But what do I have? I'm looking through my stuff on the side here. I got a heart. I could put that on. I don't like that. Put one on another Christmas one like this. Maybe I'll put that up here. And then maybe a little bit of this bling. Now I want it on it, over the corner, next to it. Yeah, I like it next to it. I will grab this. And I still think I have a little bit of glue on this paper. I'm going to use it up. There. Not sure which ones I like better. I kind of like neutral, but like this for Christmas is pretty. So is this one. I like it better. Like I like this one better than that one. But then again, it depends on what your Christmas journal is like. If it's real grungy, that's perfect. Actually, my Christmas journal is pretty grungy. Okay. Am I mumbling? Okay, let's see. You know, I have one more stick, but I think we made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to let you go because it is already 36 minutes. And I think you've got the idea from what I've been doing. So have fun with it. If you get a chance to make some, I think it's really fun. And I'll bet you will too. So this is it for today. Try something new Tuesday. Carol from Friendly Quill saying bye.